What's up guys, it's Ryan here. I'm going to be showing you my Yosenju deck profile for June 2015 post CROS Souls. Now with the release of CROS Souls, this deck has got a new floodgate card that it can use to its advantage, and it's very strong against the meta. So we'll get straight into the deck profile. Firstly, we have 3-1. Whenever you control another Yosenju monster, you can target one face-up card your opponent controls and return it to the hand. It's a very good card. And when you normal summon it, you can summon another Yosenju monster. Same with all Yosenju cards. You got 3-2. Whenever there's another Yosenju monster on the field, you can attack your opponent directly for half the damage. So sometimes that can put in work if you just need to get the last bit of damage off. And as well, activate Karma 3's effect. Whenever your opponent's Yosenju monster inflicts battle damage, you get to add one Yosenju card from your deck to your hand. So whenever your Yosenju attacks directly, or if you just, anytime it inflicts damage, you get to add another card from your hand. So, I mean, you always play 3 of these cards. They are the best ones. I mean, you don't change that up. But then we do play 2 Yosenju Sujik. I'm playing 2 of these cards. You can choose a Yosenju monster and increase its attack by 1,000, so that means you can get over certain cards, which is very handy. You can bump up one of these cards, or you can bump up Yosenju Sujik, so that's very good. And we are playing 2 Yosenju L. If I wasn't playing this, I'd play 3 Yosenju Sujik, but because we are, I'm playing 2 and 2, and it's pretty good. When this is summoned, it gets switched to defense position. And if it's in your pendulum zone, it just protects your Yosenju monsters. So if they would be destroyed, you can destroy that card instead. And that works very well with our counter trap, which we are running in this deck. If I wasn't, as I said, I'd run 3 of them. So that's just the basic lineup of the Yosenju cards. I don't run any other monsters besides these Yosenju cards, and this works pretty well. So moving on. For the spell cards, we have 3 Fire Formation Tenki to search out our Beast Warriors from our deck, and all Yosenjus are Beast Warriors, except for the Pendulum card. 3 Polar Duality. Because we don't really special summon this deck too often, this card doesn't really hurt us, so we can just dig deeper through our deck and search out the cards that we need. So we run 3 of them, it's pretty standard. 2 Mystical Space Typhoon. You can run 3, however, you do run, in this build we are running the Trap, and 2 is just pretty good because there are quite a few decks that don't run back row. I mean, sure, there's Cliff Fort, Bart, and Satellas, but 2 is pretty good right now. 1-Dimensional Future, because it can screw up your opponent's graveyard, your opponent's monster gets banished instead, and that can hurt a lot of decks at the moment. 1 Raigeki and 2 Dark Hole, just to clear the field. Because if we clear the field, then we can summon our Yosenju monsters and just attack directly. So that is very good, because we can swarm the field very quickly. Moving on from the spells. For the traps, we are running 3 Yosenju Secret Move. This is an amazing card. When you have Yosenju L in your pendulum zone, this card's active, so that's the general reason why we are running it as well. Can just stop your opponent's effects. It's like a Fingers Chain. It's just really good, and stops your opponent's plays from going off. Then we do run 3 of the new Lose 1 Turn. This card is just really good in this deck as well, just like it is in Clifford. This deck is, because this deck doesn't special summon that often, we always normal summon, and most of our opponents will like Shadows, Necros, and Satellites, so they all special summon, so their effects will be negated and they get put in defense mode. So these are just really good. I used to run Fingers Chain, but now I've swapped it out for this, so essentially we've got like 6 effect negations, so that's really amazing. We do run 2 Mirror Force. This is just because when our Yosenju monsters return back to the hand, we need something to protect us, so Mirror Force does that very well. Then we run 2 Mind Crush. This is for against the Cliffort matchup. You can get rid of their scout, because this deck has quite a hard time against Clifforts, but I find that these cards here are quite good against that match. Yeah, Mind Crash is good against Necros as well. It's good against most decks. And then 5 1-ofs. As well, macro. So Vanity's Bottomless, Torrential, Solemn Warning, and Macrocosmos. They're just really good cards to use in this deck. I mean, in every deck, but you know, they're, that's what they're used for, just to stop your opponent. Yosenju's a stun deck, and that's what these trap cards do. So then moving on. For the extra deck, we are playing 2 Lightning Chidori. You can play 1, but I do like having a second one just in case the first one doesn't go off or I need to make a second one. You don't really go into the extra deck that often, but then when you do, you just need to have these options. 2 Gargoyle Cowboy, just because when you do attack, sometimes you do need Gargoyle Cowboy for just the just to end the game for the extra 800, or sometimes you need 2 as well, so you're actually 1600 after you attack with 4 monsters. And we've got staple cards, Exciton, 101, and Castel. Just, you know, they're in there just because they're amazing cards. Diamond Direwolf, because all of our monsters, except for the Sinjuel, is Beast Warrior, so you can use them to pop other cards. Karagorgon, Ragnar Zero, Rhapsody, to get rid of your opponent's cards in the graveyard. Abyss Dweller, as well as the Talonite, and Diamond for BA and Shadows, they stopped that. And then the 1 Rebellion Exceeds Dragon, just because it's a very good card. So that is it for the Yosenju deck profile. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you do have any questions or suggestions, leave them in the comment section below. And this is Rise Orion out. Thanks for watching, guys.